welcome back everybody to the channel, and welcome back to episode number 2 of Build a Nation with Linfield in Northern Ireland. Now, as you'll see, we were on the 29th of November, and I did make a little bit of a mock-up of the season. I started simulating it before I did the save point at the start of the season, so it was ready to save after the simulation is finished. So I started the simulation, wandered off, potted around a little bit, came back, realised what I'd done. So paused the simulation, saved it on the 29th of November, and I'm going to simulate it from the rest of it from this point. But to go over a few things that has already happened this season. So obviously being champions last season, and also making a little bit more progress in those qualifying rounds for the Conference League, changed our coefficients points, and we actually went up by about 13 places, I think it was, which meant being champions, we go into the Champions League qualifier first round, which we won quite comfortably, 18-1 on aggregate, beating La Fiorita from San Marino. Now, we went into the next round against Slovan Bratislava, and we got knocked out. But that meant we get pushed down another qualifying round to the Europa League, where we met Maccabi Haifa, and Maccabi Haifa beat us, so that meant we dropped down into the Conference League qualifiers, and we won it. We won the Conference League qualifier pretty comfortably against Sarajevo, 4-1 in total. So that means Linfield are in the Europa Conference League proper. As you can see, our first game is against Legia Warsaw, and we drew that one, which was quite surprising. Then we had Adana Demirspor, which we got beat 3-1, but then we drew against Malmo, and we beat KF Tirana, so we're not doing too bad. We're sitting 20th. If we still qualify for the next round, I'll be happy with that. That's a massive amount of progress, a huge amount of progress just in one season. But obviously we had a little bit of money to spend as well, which I did do actually, and I think I've done pretty well with it. Before the tickover, a couple of players went out on loan, but I did bring in one other player, and that was Bryce Hosanna, who had left Filed, and he was part of the Wrexham team. I remember seeing him on the Wrexham documentary, actually. And he was it, and I think he's an incredible right back for this league. So I think he can actually bring something quite good. And by the looks of it, he already has been doing. His rating's pretty damn decent. Then I brought in a lot more players, because a few of them left, sadly, on free transfers, contracts run out, and all that sort of stuff. So, starting from the top, I brought in an Arsenal youngster, 18-year-old, Josh Nichols, can play both fullbacks, left and right. He's on loan at Glenavon just to get, hopefully, a season under his belt. JAYDEN from Liverpool, and you know what? Natural finishing is 16. He's going to cook it in this league. Now, he's already on 10 goals in 24, so I'm very happy with that. On a free transfer as well. Charlie Colkett from Crew. I wanted somebody else in that central midfielder. Fits that bill perfectly. Will Jaskalainen. Does anybody remember Jussi Jaskalainen? Famous Bolt Wonders goalkeeper? This is his son. Perhaps not as good as his dad, but he definitely fills a spot for a season where he's going to be a backup goalkeeper, so I'm quite happy with that. Tom Clayton, another former Liverpool player who actually left Swindon when he was out of contract, and you know what, again for the league, young, bit injury prone, but does enjoy big matches, and very consistent. Not bad for a free transfer. And then the only bit of money I did spend was on this chap, Amari Miller, who can play on both wings, good with both feet, and I think can make a lot more progress in this league. And he's done really well. 10 assists, 11 goals in 25 games. Can't knock it so far. And that wraps up the transfer side of things. That also wraps up sort of what's progressing in the competitions at the moment. So I'm going to go and finish the simulation on this and take it to the end of the season to see how we get on. See if we actually qualify for the next round of the Europa League. Conference League, should I say. Join me after the break to find out. And well, there you have it. We are back to being league champions again. And I think that is number 57. And this time it was actually a little bit more comfortable. Okay, we dropped down from first to third. So we got first around about halfway through the season. Obviously, it was a little bit competitive still, but then we went back up to first and we never lost it. Joel Cooper again with top assists and goals. It's incredible. I mean, he's an okay player, but he's good for the league. He's very good for the league. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Another league title. Very, very happy. How do we get on in the rest of the competitions? Well, we won the County Antrim's Shield and we won the Clearwater Irish Cup again, so technically that's a domestic treble. But we did get knocked out in the league phase of the Conference League, which is disappointing because we were in a good position. But I did notice before I simulated we had 2 more Europa League games and we got humped in both of them by Midtjylland and Vitesse. I believe, let's go to the final. Midtjylland actually made it all the way to the final. That's quite impressive actually, to be fair. But yeah, overall, I think that's, again, another very successful season. If we have a look at the squad, looks a little bit small, but goals-wise, 23 and 20. JAYDEN DANNS in his first season, 22 goals. Happy with that. Amari Miller, 19 and 18. Jordan Stewart, 17 and 8. 19 assists from Matthew Clark at left-back. I'm good with that. I'm very good with that. I think we've got a good, solid base. Financially wise, that little Europa League run, Conference League run, has boosted our overall balance to over 5 million. Got a transfer budget again of 1.4-ish. I could adjust it around because we've got a better wage budget. Now, still a little bit of transfer debt, but nothing spectacular. I think we are in a good position. Now, this is the end of the second season. I have already requested improvements to various facilities. Our training facilities have gone up by another half-star. Our reputation still stands pretty well. It's not too bad. We've actually gone from 88th to 82nd in the competition reputation side of things, so that's even better. We are going in the right direction again, as you could probably see from that graph. And if we actually have a look at okay, let's have a look at the squad. Let's go Joel Cooper, he's Northern Irish, isn't he? Yep. So we have a look at Northern Ireland. Let's see if we can find their ranking. Let's have a look. General for the no. Where would you find it? List. No, not that one. Where's the ranking? Competitions. I'll see if I can find it for the next one. But oh, hang on, world ranking history. Here we go. So at the moment, oh, down is 74th. That's even worse. That's April 25, 2025 there. So when I took over, they were 63rd, went up to 60th, and then they've gone down. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. But that ends season number 2. Another domestic treble. A bit more progress in Europe. A bit more progress of players wanting to come in now. I'm hoping that's going to improve our reputation a little bit more. We shall find out in episode number 3, hopefully. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please do leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. I'll see you later. Ta-ra.